hey, I didn't see y'all standing over there. What's up? Live in Alert on the north side of the dirt. It's your man, D-Real. And so if D-Real here on a Friday, you know Theo B over here, and this must be Friday vibing. What up, y'all? Theo.
Man, we vibing. We vibing.
Okay. All right. I straight out the gate. We got Grand Madam in the building.
Grand Madam in the building.
We got my man Kamoyo King in the building. What's
President
up,
of the Black Panther fan group. What's going on, Kamoyo?
And Anansi the Spider. Okay.
Come on, man. I like that. Anansi the Spider. Come on. Tell me some stories. Come on now.
Hey.
Been that way. Come on now.
Hey. All right. So what's your week been like, dog? What's your week been like?
Oh man, listen. I really want to say I'm just enjoying the I'm taking a victory lap.
Okay.
Because while some folks waiting till 2028, we got Imperial. While some people wait till 2028, we got Ultimate. I'm taking a victory lap right now. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you got to know when you got your victories. You got to claim them when you got your victories and everything like that. And we do have a Magic the Gathering Black Panther action figure that's going to be dropping. Right. It's crazy. Because folks wait until 2028, or they saying Buddy gone and everything like that. That's crazy. For him to be gone, there's quite a few of us that's got a lot going on and everything. So I'm feeling pretty good. What about yourself, big dog? What about yourself?
I've been dealing with a lot of changes. First of all, things have changed. I mean, not a terrible change, but transitioning. How about that? We're making transitions, ultimately for the better. I finally got that Hawk Girl figure.
Got that what?
Hawk Girl.
Okay.
So
okay.
Hold on a second. I'm looking at it right now.
You gonna do that? I got a special treat for the Rock With Me Nation. I'm gonna see if I can bring this to us real quick.
Now, I think I had pulled it out on another live previously. Everybody been screaming about this right here. That is the Kendra Saunders version of Hawk Girl. And this ain't the platinum one. The platinum one has more realistic bird wings, but the articulation on these wings, I must. Oh, it won't be worth as much when you open it the second time, but some things you just have to experience for yourself. And I'm experiencing it with the Rock With Me Nation.
My fault. So I got a special treat for the Rock With Me Nation, but I can't find her right now. We took in 3 more cats this weekend. One is a mother, 2 are kittens, and one of the kittens is pitch black. No white anywhere. I want to name her Bass. My daughter ain't going for it.
Well, if the kids say no, you just got to deal with it.
D.
All right. Or you could name her Onyx.
She ain't going for. She done already named her. So y'all, especially for the Rock With Me Nation, the goddess herself.
You don't get no say. It be like that sometime in a house full of women. I have experienced it myself.
Really?
Okay. All right.
Breaking Hawk Girl out, big dog. Now, which Hawk? I missed it. I know I missed it. Which version do you have? Do you have the Kendra Saunders?
Yes.
Okay.
That's the one everybody losing their mind. Or should I say, this is the one.
Okay, so now
is losing their mind over.
This Did
This
you get
ain't
it for a
even the
player's price?
platinum version. This ain't even the platinum version. This is the just the regular one that you get. And I like the detail as well on this mace. Look at that mace.
Did you get it for a player's price?
Compared to what they going for, hell yeah. I got it for a player's price. I wasn't going over 40. And I just managed to find somebody that was like, okay, we like what you're talking about. Here you go. Look at them wings, man. Aren't those beautiful? From the back. And you know what? You know what I just recently purchased?
What's that, big dog? What you just purchased? Talk to me.
A dynamic action figure stand.
Uh-oh.
You know what's different about a dynamic action figure stand?
Other than the price, talk to me.
A dynamic action figure stand comes with a suction cup stand, which means you can put a suction cup on the side of the wall.
Oh, yeah, I like that. How much you run, you big dog?
I want to say it's like 25.
Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Well, hey, can I do this right here?
Do that.
Y'all see this knowledge we dropping? Action figure knowledge. Friday night vibing. We sharing. We say
you get a lot of stuff. See, you get a lot of stuff when you come and holler at us. We ain't trying to sell you on nothing. We just trying to turn you on the game. As we say in the hood, we try and sprinkle you. You know what I mean?
Sprinkle me, man.
Sprinkle you with that GAME. You know what
I mean? Wait. How E40 say? Oh.
hey. Give me some. And there she go with the mace in hand. So
that's a beautiful figure, big dog.
You know what? And I like these wings. Check the wings, bro. And that's actually more, pinion like a wing should be. And you put them down, and that works.
Let me say this, because we don't really talk about this brother and everything like that, but I believe in acknowledging, giving a brother his props when it's due. Rippaverse has been picked up by Todd McFarlane. I just happened today to see the very first Rippaverse Todd McFarlane action figure. So congratulations to you, big dog. We see you doing things. Not necessarily like your political beliefs, but hey, congratulations are still due.
See, we ain't mad at nobody that's getting it. Get yours. You know what I mean?
And you mean it, big dog?
It takes too much energy to hate, bro.
Matter of fact, you ready?
What's that?
Big Ripple. I ain't finna tell you I ain't finna get that action figure. I would be lying. It's black, ain't it? Yeah, all right then. I ain't even finna act like that.
You talking about that Isom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I saw that. You know what I'm saying? It just cause it never let it be said you didn't support Theo.
See, there you go. There you go. You can't say I ain't got to like what you like. But if you're a brother or sister, you can't say I ain't supporting.
Yeah. I think one day I'm going to get all my winged action figures together and do like a wing action figure shooting. Maybe do it outside.
You know what? You know what, bro? So that means I'm gonna be missing you for about a year, because I ain't gonna talk to you for about a year because you got a lot of shit.
Oh, that's messed up, Don. I don't know how you gonna do a brother like that.
I'm just saying, man, you got a lot of stuff, big dog. You got a lot of stuff. I was talking to Alicia, and first of all, shout out to Gray, because it was great. It made me sit back and take notice of it. And I've said it to you on more than one occasion. And I was Gray hit me up one night over there on Twitter, inboxed me and everything like that. And I showed him what all we got, what I got in the room. He said, man, and I told him, I said, man, D got more than what I got. He said, man, you and D sitting on content. And you've heard me say that to you on numerous occasions, man. I just said the same thing to my wife, because it's all the embroidery she be doing, the crochet she be doing. She got a damn closet full of stuff that she didn't crochet but ain't sold. I say, you sitting on stuff. I say, I say at this point, you just need to get rid of it. See, $5 donation, donate $5 donation. You just get it because that's how you get your stuff out there. Well, man, bro, we sitting on stuff. Bro, if you were to do an action figure display of all your action figures, we wouldn't be talking to you for a while because you'd be busy. You'd probably be miserable too.
Bruh. I did one action figure shoot on my steps with all black action figures. Yeah. And that wasn't even all of them. You know what I'm saying? Them were just the ones I could fit. So, we woo.
Yeah,
and you talk about all of them, the not just the black ones. We talking about all of them. We talking about monsters and dinosaurs and demons and all of this kind of stuff and cosmic creatures, and we talking about all of them. Yeah, I don't know if I got room anywhere to put them where I could.
That do you have the patience? See how you sit in the room? Do you have?
I couldn't. I mean, seriously, I couldn't. So just G.I. Joes alone could take up the steps,
bruh. So it's with that, man, that I'm like, yeah, me and Daryl sitting on content. That ain't even count. That's the store-bought figures. That ain't counting the ones that then got customized.
See, and I'll be cranking some of them out this weekend too. So, man, it's a factory out here, man. Once the paper get involved.
Come on, somebody. And just to let y'all know, we're gonna keep speaking it into existence, but we seem like we made a little headway in regards to our action figure line. So we're shout out to Diabolical. We ain't just talking about it, we are definitely being. You know how the folks are making a town in Arkansas? They starting it from nothing. That's what we doing over here. We making inroads from nothing. That's what that is. That's what that is. So speaking of action figures, big dog,
I am grabbing the images as we speak, sir.
So let me set it up and everything like that, so y'all know what we got going on over here. You know, comic books, Black Panther, characters, movies, music. I can't remember the brother name. Dadgum, I want to remember the brother name because I believe in supporting folks and everything like that. Let me do it like this. Let me because I don't want to do the brother like that. Hold on. Wait a minute. Get on back on over to this brother. This brother is in the action figures. His name is nope, that ain't it. Oh yeah, here we go. His name is the Captain's Corner. That's spelled with 2 K's. Captain Corner. The Captain's Corner and everything like that. And the brother is in the Valorverse action figures, y'all. Is in the Valorverse action figures. I don't know what.
Are we talking about the ones we got the pics from?
Yeah. The ones we got right now.
Okay, so I'm gonna slide this to the side like this. Well, no, maybe I want to slide to the side like, no, not like that. Maybe I want to slide to the side like, nah, not like that. There, let's do that. Boom.
Bam. So what we got right here, y'all, is Bobby Valor got some stuff headed our way. Yeah. Bobby, he finna make us look like action figures, but ain't got no civilians. Very, very daggum happy. Yeah.
And you know what? It's funny you should mention and this should pop up because remember I was telling you I was thinking about doing a action figure storytelling version of Power Man with Cottonmouth.
Right.
I need stuff like this right here, you know, for like goons. You know what I mean? Because
the Captain's Corner. I just want to make sure I get his name out there and everything one more time. Okay. The Captain's Corner. It's a brother. Y'all go check him out and everything like that. Subscribe to him. Tell him, Rock With Me Nation, representing everything like that. I'm gonna see if we can get him on the show. We definitely like to talk to another brother.
There go a brother goon right there.
Yeah.
We equal opportunity thugs.
Yes, sir.
Now I know I jumped the gun and put out on this gym stuff that he got right here.
Got to have that. I got to have that.
We
I don't do nothing else. I got to get that right. A weight set, we got to get that.
Jimming it up. I like that. I like that. And,
look, you ready?
And you got the bench to go with it.
Look, can we ask the question? Do it come with extra set of 45s? Because we're gonna need them.
He's that extra set of 45s, huh? Okay. So we trying to get peak human strength.
Come on, somebody. Come with a punching bag. And we got our new infantry troopers and everything like that. That's the Raider Battalion. One of the things that he said that I like, that I noticed, he didn't like the latest line of action figures where the boots are low cut, or whether the pants come all the way down to the ankle. He prefers it where the boot comes up a little bit. I do too. So these are some nice troop builders. We got two more lines to this, the Delta Corps. Yeah, so we got the Delta Corps. That's nice. They have not revealed the accessory packs that will go along with them. But we do have that Delta Corps. We should have one more, Special Warfare. So these are troop builders. You can get one, make them a special action figure, or you can collect. These will be $19.99. These will be the ones for $19.99. Get you about 3 or 4 and build up your own troops. Totally up to you. But I like what we got going on here. This would be for the bad guys. One for the bad guys. This would be somebody followed on Pandora's team. I think his name is Scorpion or something like that. Not really sure. Not a bad looking action figure. I can't necessarily say. You could find a use for that action figure. You could definitely find a use for that.
Oh yeah, I find a use for that. Actually, and if push comes to shove, you can just customize it.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they have. Let me see what you got next, big dog.
I got that.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. So this right here, Bobby does his best to represent ethnic groups and everything like that. I think Pandora would be a European sister. Kill Switch would be the sister, and I forget, Eclipse would be your Native American sister. This right here would be your Asian sister right here. This would be your Asian sister right here. What I would say more than anything else, I want him to because I'm a big Steel Brigade fan, Steel Brigade, Steel Corps, the Valorverse version. I would like to see the upper torso, not the upper torso, but the body vest. Give us a more dynamic looking body vest. That looks very generic to me. I wouldn't like something better than that. But the color tone, the overall figure, though, I'm digging it. Probably, I'm definitely gonna bust a move on that one. I'm definitely gonna bust a move on that one.
Okay, and I think there's something in here about some body types.
Yes.
I see my sister Cammy up in here.
Yeah. So here's what Bobby is going for, and I applaud this, especially when you're someone who, to a degree, you sell your stuff online. You understand the market that you're selling to. These are, while they are toys, action figures. By and large, what child is getting this, right? So, what he's done here is, if we look at the gluteus maximus, that's what I'm gonna call it. That's what it is. If we look here at the gluteus maximus, he's giving it more detail, giving it more per se, as opposed to the boy bottom. I'll say the boy bottom. So I'm definitely a fan of that. One of the questions that Captain's Corner was asking, would the shape of the derriere make its way onto the female action figure when she's in combat gear, and where you just add pockets and everything? But this look right here is what we're getting with the action figures that are working out. So I'm a fan of it.
You was in the military, you know how that look when they got on them dungarees or them BDUs.
Bro, all I'm gonna say is this, and I think you can appreciate this because you was in the Navy. Listen, I don't know what it was about them Navy jeans on them sisters, but the Navy jeans on the sister used to make a sister stand out. I don't know what it was. I don't know whether it was a cut. I don't know.
Joints hug. And the more you got, the more they hug.
Listen, and watch this. Me and you sit up here and talk about camis. Ladies, fellas, if you ain't ever been in the military, a sister with a donk that's got some camis on, Lord have mercy. She can't hide it. And especially that blouse that's sitting on top of it.
Shut the front door. Oh my goodness. That was good, man. So we just kind of did a whole action figure corner kind of a thing. Okay.
Yeah, man, Friday night vibe,
bro. I like that. And that was smooth. You know what I'm saying? That was organic, by the way, Rock With Me Nation. That was not practiced or anything. So yay to us, damn it.
Man, what we say, it ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. It ain't no fun.
Not Tell 'em said, great news, fellas. I got an original print Jungle Action Black Panther #5 for $15 when it's going for 40 plus everywhere else. Hey, that's what you supposed to do. We get them deals. And pass the savings on to the next guy. He said, what he say? So Bobby is dipping into gray man type action figures. Oh,
listen.
Okay.
Bobby, you know what? You know what the hell with it? I'm gonna hit him up too. Damn it, he can't do nothing but say no. Hey man, I support your product, big dog. We would love to get you on the damn show. Like that. Tell us your story, how you got started, what made you want to, because he's now one thing I can say about Bobby Valor from the videos. And if y'all want to go subscribe to his channel, y'all go check him out. He is in the way
already.
Huh?
I said, did it already.
Yeah, if I love somebody that's into what they do. I love somebody that loves what they do. Like
you can tell that. You can tell when you watch the videos that he enjoys what he does.
Absolutely. And here's the thing. Being comfortable staying in his lane, but enjoying what he does. There's a passion there that's lacking. And I know folks be like, Theo, you just taking this a dig. No. There's a passion there that's lacking with Marvel Legends. I can't necessarily say that, but G.I. Joe Classified, because they're working with licensed characters. So they're doing what they can with licensed characters. But the passion to make sure I get out the best product, he running laps around Marvel Legends. Like,
well, when you limit yourself to forcing folks into properties that's kind of on their way out, and that might be a pretty good segue to swing into our next topic.
Shorty, swing my way.
LJ Panther is in the building. What is going on?
What's going on, LJ? What is going on?
Yeah, Rock With Me Nation in the building. Let's talk about it. Okay. This is the part of the show that I like to call mantles and mentals. Now, I've heard a lot of, I'm gonna just go ahead and do it like we do it in the street. I done heard a lot of rah-rah from people who's supposed to be notable. Hey, Rob. Talking all of this.
Hold on.
What?
Hey, Herschel.
Yeah, about what a mantle is supposed to be. Now, our friend Flash by Night, I believe, is the one who laid it out with the highest degree of honesty and accuracy. That panels, those 3 panels that we're talking about, they're there for reference. Okay. Not to become the driving theme of the character's entire mythos. And anybody who says that's what it's supposed to be is disingenuous, because there is a myriad of examples where you have quote unquote characters who are a part of a mantle. Well, you know what? Let me just say it like this. Every time you open your mouth and talk about Batman, mantle better come out of your mouth. Because that's a damn mantle. If that's how we playing it, your boys, my boys, everybody's boys who decide to pass they cape and tights on to somebody else is a mantle. And we can just shut up about it if that's how y'all want to go. What's up?
So I'm going on out here and throw some stuff on out here, and I know can't nobody else. It's Friday. We vibing.
Let's vibe.
So I'm gonna throw some stuff out here, and since I know the folks that like to bump their damn gums can't F with it, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. So you know, when you take classes in creative writing, right? You know, you read stuff like Othello, Titus Andronicus. You know, you getting the very best of the best. And you know, your teacher will sit there and ask you, you'll read chapter 1. Chapter 1 might have like maybe 5 or 6 pages, and you dig what I'm saying? And your teacher will ask you, what was the point of chapter 1? It could be a lot of things take place in chapter 1. What was the relevance of the story? You get that? What was the relevance of the story? So when people say mantle, well, what's the relevance of the mantle? The relevance of the mantle is to show that there is significance when it comes to being a Black Panther. Not just anybody can be a Black Panther. Now, the relevance of the story when it comes to that mantle, it's just backdrop. It's filler. Because as long as it's that character, T'Challa, has been around, how often does that mantle become a talking point? It don't, because he the only one wearing it. he the only one damn wearing it. The only reason why it's a talking point is to fill in the character, his character, T'Challa's lore. If you say anything else to a critical writing instructor, you're not going to get that A+. The only relevance of the mantle is to serve as backdrop for T'Challa as a character. It helps lend credence to who he is. Now it's not just he's just a Black Panther or he's just a king. Oh no, by and large, how they write him, and those that go to church will get this. He's the King of all kings. He's the Lord of all lords. That's why they say a mantle. Now, if we're talking about why the mantle is significant, that's why. That dude, T'Challa been him.
Now, I agree with what you say 150%. But let me piggyback on it with this. Okay. When we talk about a character with a mantle, okay, you can't help but talk about past. You can't help but talk about future. Now, the past must not dilute the present. The future must not dilute the present. In short, if you can write stories, issues about a caveman Batman, and you can write stories about a Batman in a futuristic setting and still be able to tell the stories of Bruce Wayne uninterrupted and in at least 2 or 3 fucking books. How y'all gonna act like you don't understand where we coming from when we say you're throwing that mantle bullshit out there because you ain't got nothing else to support the inane point that you're trying to make about mantles? And if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it.
Which, you know what I'm saying? Which, what I don't like about it is not saying anything else other than it's a mantle. And that's why I said, you know, before we came on the show, if you know anything about Peter Gillis's run, it's Friday night, you full of shit. It's the reason why I don't even talk about that damn run. I don't talk about that, but Daryl has.
Yeah, I have.
Because that's the same damn run where you got all them racists in it. The supremacists. Daryl didn't talk. I don't talk about it because I like to keep stuff in my back pocket. Because when you keep talking, I'll be allowing you to talk. I'll be allowing you to talk just so you can show folks just how stupid you really, really are. There's no way in hell you know about that 4-issue run and you saying it's just a mantle. Because if you saying it's just a mantle, why are you not telling folks who wore it? That's the other thing that's disingenuous as hell. You don't even speak on who damn wore it. And I know why, because your asses don't know. Because you're not really Black Panther fans. You just Black Panther MCU fans. You want to catch the latest, greatest damn craze and everything like that. Regardless of whether you Black or not. You're not really a Black Panther fan. Yeah, it sound good. It look good for clicks and views and every damn thing. But ain't nobody really getting with you to learn nothing.
Whatever drive them subs up. We living for the subs.
Living just enough for the subs. I'm living just enough for the subs.
It's Friday night. It's Friday night.
Yeah, man. I don't be liking that, man. If you knowledgeable, especially if you call yourself Black, if you gonna speak on the mantle, damn it, tell, because I ain't expecting Rob to say nothing. But damn it, don't be Black saying it's just a mantle and you present yourself as knowledgeable. If I don't see you tell folks each and every Panther that then wore that damn mantle, including the bereft. Because that's another damn thing. I know y'all don't know nothing about that damn dude. So if y'all full of ish. You Black and you claim to be a Black Panther fan and you talking that mantle stuff and you can't tell your brothers and sisters any damn thing about who then wore that damn mantle outside of T'Challa and Shuri and Eric, because damn God, those niggas, y'all don't know a damn thing about Casper either. Y'all full of shit.
Yeah.
Y'all, I don't care who you are. You're full of shit.
Yeah, I mean, because my thing is it's one thing to acknowledge the mantle. And that's all those 3 panels were. That wasn't no revelation saying, see, mantle. You know what I mean? And it's like you taking that shit and running with it like you just found this jewel that explains and supports you. No, it doesn't. Like I said, it's reference. It's a reference. We know that the mantle had to come from somewhere, that it didn't just originate with him. It wasn't like, oh, let's go digging all off in the mantle. And if you do go dig all off in the mantle and create all of this left, right, third, fourth, hither, and thither, why don't you do it like Spawn does? We got crazy Spawn offshoots. We got ridiculous Spawn titles. But guess what? You still got that main Spawn title. Been running for 300 issues strong. We didn't say because I got Gunslinger Spawn and Ninja Spawn and She Spawn, we gonna say F the original.
But you know what? Honestly, Daryl, we shouldn't even have to explain this to Black people. Like that we shouldn't have to do that. We shouldn't have to do that. Had some dumb bunny, I Hero Galactus talking about, well, while I do believe that T'Challa should be recast, it is about the mantle, no different than Challenge Day. Ben, you only seen Challenge Day one damn time. And the only reason why you got a damn Challenge Day in it.
Wait. Okay. Repeat the part about mantle and Challenge Day.
So I Hero Galactus was like, while I believe that T'Challa should be recast, we may disagree on the mantle thing. And I said, why so? Because I asked the question. Once again, if you say it's a mantle, you should be able to speak to it. Well, he couldn't speak to it, so he chose to speak about Challenge Day. to justify the mantle. He kept saying what Reginald Hutland did in regards to the retcon that we get the challenge day, and the challenge day is annual, once a year. I say, well, if the challenge day is so damn relevant, why we don't really discuss it? Why we don't even really see it like that?
Wait, time out. Hold up. Wait. Challenge day? Wait, challenge day is once a year. Who the fuck told him that?
Daryl, this is what I asked him. I said, if challenge day is once a year, safe to say T'Challa ain't never lost damn challenge day, which means it ain't damn relevant. That's what he said. You read too much into it. How? You the one brought it up.
You the one said it occur every year.
You the one said this. Well, T'Challa beat Sion. You know what? T'Challa beat Sion. I'm not trying to hear that shit. I'm going off of what Karama Horn would have did. Just like Turkana dropped her sword, Nahanda dropped her sword, Sion dropped his. I'm not trying to entertain that. And he said, so you would rewrite what Christopher Priest? He said, you would rewrite what Reginald Hutland did? I said, that little small part right there, hell yeah, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Twice on Sunday. I said, because when you do stuff like that, I get it. But when stupid folks get a hold of it, they don't know what the hell to damn do with it. So yeah, that little part right there. Thank you, Karama Horn. Because that says a lot. That means this queen, because this book came out in 2022, this queen saw the BET cartoon. She read that run for Reginald Hutland. And see, this is what it is about writers. Great writers. They can see a problem in a story. The story can be great, and they can see that one little small part in the story that needs to be tweaked for that story to go to a whole nother level, and they tweak it. They ain't effing with the whole damn story. They're just gonna tweak that one part right there. I got to give Karama Horn all the credit in the world for seeing that one little small part. That's all it was. We not finna sit up here and say Reginald Hutland's story about T'Challa wasn't beautiful. That one little small part, she says, no, over here, we dropping the sword. Well, that makes sense because now we're not saying a regular human being can beat a Black Panther. And I'm sitting up here like, why in the hell don't y'all know that? Like, that's the stupidest damn thing in the world. Sion drops his sword to T'Challa. T'Challa should beat everybody else's ass, just like Shuri beat everybody else's ass off panel when she underwent the Black Panther protocols. We didn't see who she fought. Safe to say they wasn't worth it. Well, that one little thing right there in Reginald Hutland's story, Sion should drop the sword. T'Challa he faced, I'm going to say it again, T'Challa should be the last person he faced. And because Sion whooping everybody else's ass, and T'Challa then whooped everybody else's ass, he just drops the sword. We don't need to see T'Challa. This is me, I could be wrong. I don't need to see T'Challa beat Sion, who's the Black Panther, to realize that T'Challa is the greatest Black Panther. I don't need to see that, because that don't make sense.
So mantles being thrust about for the sake of thrusting mantles about is not what they're supposed to be, you know, because you don't do that with other characters. I see that up in here in the comments. So, like, for instance, Nightella say mantle is as relevant as Uncle Ben. It's the driving force and backstory of a hero. The hero.
The hero. That's what it is.
The hero. Not every hero that inherited the mantle.
No, and everybody that's got a high school diploma that knows that. And that's why I be looking at some of these dudes that's in their 40s and 50s saying stupid stuff. And I be like, if you want to be dumb, you can be dumb. Because you know you being dumb. But don't try and belittle those of us that know better. Like, you stuck on dumb, you stuck on dumb. We not finna do that. And then to your point, if the mantle was so damn relevant, as I've asked, and you never get any answers from anybody. Matter of fact, our hero Galactus was like, well, see, once again, you read too much into it. No, stupid. Where is the standalone Mosi story? If the mantle is, if it's about the mantle, where's the damn anthology series for those who want it? It's just a talking point. It's just, that's it. We don't have anything. We know more about the Fortress of Solitude than we know about that mantle.
Never been a mantle comic book series, ever. And we know it works because it worked with Spawn.
And watch this. It's not like we wouldn't read it. That's the other thing. I think people understand. That's why I said those folks over there that say stuff, regardless of whether they blurs, lords, explaining comics and everything, they full of ish. They full of shit because they not even asking for the character that they say wear the mantle to even get damn stories. It's all just the takeaway from T'Challa, which makes me ask the question, why are you as a black man that's supposedly a comic book fan so hard up to take away from the titular character? Whose penis are you giving head to? And then to say something about begging and everything like that. Boy, look here, I'm vibing and everything like that. But how you gonna say we begging when we create over here? You got to go do a damn video with, I'm gonna show y'all how to get your customized Samuel L. Jackson version of Nick Fury. I know some of y'all talking about the jacket is too stiff. Bitch, you sitting up there with a damn he gonna use a damn X-Acto knife because you trying to run behind my brother Daryl. We don't give to that, bro. I'm just saying, I don't know who over here say the Rock With Me Nation is begging for a damn thing. We didn't drop way too many customers.
I ain't did no recast T'Challa else video in a long time. He missed a chapter apparently. He missed that. He must have missed that video when we said y'all go ahead then. We want it to happen, but we ain't finna actively support no foolishness.
You know what it is? Here's the thing that's funny to me. For you to start a whole nother account just to come fuck with me. Because I got you blocked on both of them. So I don't know how we doing that now. So I'm trying to be nice. But so you see what we got going on. So why would you be so damn disingenuous to say, man, y'all stop begging? Bitch, we ain't beg. We ain't beg for sync. You got sync.
But I can.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
but you know what? I know where I can get.
Right, you see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm asking. I'm like, bro, you got Prodigy? Because I got Prodigy. I don't think I begged Hasbro for no damn Prodigy. Now, I don't know. Do you watch this?
None of my custom.
Watch this. How long, man, you been around here, Daryl?
Since about 2021. 21.
Right. Let me ask a question. We ain't really got high sub numbers like that, do we?
I really don't.
Hey, did we review Dr. Eve Ewing's Run the Black Panther? Did we do that?
Sure did.
Did we fall in love with that portrait? Did we fall in love with that portrait?
Well, you more so than me, but yeah, I get where you're coming from. Yeah.
Now. Did you read? We both reviewed Red Cheryl Lynn Eat the Run of Blood Hunt Black Panther, right?
Yeah, we did.
Mr. Fareed Karami, the artist. What's going on, big dog? Love your work, big dog. Love your work.
Fantastic art.
Yeah. Did he not give us the lovely Bash and Anuke?
Ooh, yeah.
Say. So now me and you here. We ain't got resources like everybody else. Me and you right here. We here. But help me out. Is the pauldron and the head of Bash now available for those who want it because of the efforts of the Rock With Me Nation?
Is that a trick question?
I ain't asking. I'm just asking. Because folks say we begging.
Okay. Yes, it is available, but the guy making it available said, I don't want to make no money.
Right. Why? Because he takes pride in his work.
It's too much damn detail that he don't feel like doing it. As somebody who customizes stuff, I get that. 100. I want the simplest way I can do. If I can do it easy and quick, I would love to do it easy and quick. And I don't mind taking a long time. But if I gotta take a long ass time, can we just get it done?
My question, big dog, is that with me and you being right here, right? We right here. We right here. You know, we ain't nobody. Did anybody else make that stuff available for Black Panther fans?
No, not that I'm aware of. No.
Did anybody even think to make it available for Black Panther fans? Or was they waiting on Hasbro?
Nobody in my sphere of influence was waiting.
So you know, for us to come on the scene and already have a griot shorty, I don't know why folks would ever fix their mouth to say we begging for any damn thing. Sound like you just hating. It would sound like you hating. Don't hate. Well, you know what? Never mind. Keep hating. Because Cat Williams said you need some haters on your team. That's all right. Keep hating.
You know what? And that's the only thing that keep me from being a guest of the state is the fact that I know beyond a shadow of a doubt they feeling me. Cause you wouldn't be fit. You couldn't be if somebody as insignificant a worm as you portray me to be. Why is my name in your mouth? If I'm insignificant and unimportant and just this inconsequential dust mote, why is my name in your mouth? Why are you following me? Why are you commenting on my page?
I'm finna tell you why. Cause shout out to Timberland, and everything like that. Shout out to Timberland from G1 and everything like that. What it is big bro, you taste good. You like a nutritious breakfast. You know what I'm saying?
That sounds dirty.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got all them vitamins and minerals and everything like that, big dog. So they need that part of their diet. Like they need that.
That's my vitamins.
Watch this. You ready? So I cannot remember the dude. I think it was, I can't remember. I'm not gonna lie. But they was talking about the Magic the Gathering Black Panther action figure that's gonna drop.
Ooh, that's gonna be hot.
Yeah. And they were trying to figure out which one it was gonna be and everything like that. And I saw your video last night. And I had an epiphany while I was watching the video and thinking about what they were saying, because what they said was they would hope, you know, one of the same, they were trying to figure out which Black Panther would be. And they were like, well, maybe it'll be a Black Panther comic book shooting. Because the last one we got came in the Claw 2-pack. I'm like, see, them brothers know what they're talking about right there. Came in the Claw 2-pack with the spindly legs. And I was like, yeah, that is right. But then I had an epiphany. I said, wait a minute.
Ape and the spear and the, yeah.
Wait a minute. We do need an updated Shooty Black Panther action figure. Comic book version. We do. We absolutely do. The question is, do I think Hasbro is going to give it to us? Hell no. Well, okay, Theo, what are you prepared to do if they don't?
That's an easy fix. Boom. There you go. That's the very figure I was thinking. Either that or Moonstone.
Bro, which can easily be dyed black. It's the same body type.
All white. Yeah, all you gotta do is dye it all black.
It's the same body type. I'm sitting up here, and you know I got 4 of them. I'm sitting up here like this.
Quit playing with me.
See, that's shit. Now, watch this. See how we just gave that information to the Rock With Me Nation? We didn't go offline and talk to one another. And we say, hey, you need an updated Shooty Black Panther action figure, comic book inspired. We telling you what to do. That sounds like we begging.
Moonstones.
But somebody even insinuate, yeah, they be like, Theo, you triggered? You damn right I'm triggered. Theo, he got you in your feeling. You damn right, because I don't like stupid ass individuals.
Oh dear. Hey, somebody's saying nice things about you in the chat right now. LJ Panther said, I heard Theo crush this guy earlier. They do everything they can to try and justify the deletion of T'Challa. Man, you out here crushing folks,
bro. Because you know what? And shout out to, I'm gonna say shout out to Tony Cottrell. Shout out to
Big Tone. What's up, Big Tone?
Yeah, I'm gonna say shout out to Jonathan Mayberry.
Big Jonathan, what's up?
Yeah. We know and once again, congratulations. I think his daughter or granddaughter just got married or had a baby. I'm not sure.
Yeah, he's had a baby.
Yeah, congratulations once again. And Joseph Illich. And the reason why I say that is because there's a knowledge there. You know what I'm saying? There's a knowledge there. One of the things they told us, because I was trying to figure out where all you as old as you and I are and everything like that, there's certain fan groups we don't see go through what Black Panther fan group goes through. You know, they're able to say what they do, move the way they move, and by and large, the fans of said characters know what's going on with said characters. And that's why the studios feel pressed to get those characters right. It's too many people that have made it been known. They know what's going on with the characters. And so just me sitting back and looking, yes, T'Challa is a Black character. So just off the rip, because of that, he's going to have people that don't care about him. And that's fine. That's because we got people that don't care about us because of the complexion of our skin. That's just what that is. So there's going to be some trepidation there. They don't want that character to blow up. But then us as fans, we know how to be a part of other fan groups where we ain't got to take the lead. You can be a Batman fan, you ain't got to take the lead. You can be a Spider-Man fan, Captain, you ain't got to take the lead. Well, over here, this character really ain't had a fan base. You and I know it. Nobody started talking about this character the way they're talking about this character now till he showed up in the MCU. But how many people were willing to stick their necks out for the character? Like, I'm going to do for this character what's been done for other characters. It ain't that many people willing to do that because they don't know how. Well, all you got to do is look at what they're doing over there, and they do not allow you to say anything about their character. To me, it's no different than when you look at the Jewish community. They don't allow you to misspeak on them in any shape, form, or fashion. If you say anything incorrect, they're going to come for your head. As a Black Panther fan group, we don't know how to do that because way too many of us are more concerned about looking good as Black Panther fans or kissing somebody's ass who appears to be a Black Panther fan than just being, which is should be the thing, without actually being Black Panther fans. If you are a Black Panther fan, you know stuff about this character, and you're never going to allow anyone to misspeak or misrepresent, belittle, demean this character. It's quite a few of us that got used to it.
And let's go to the comments. Diabolical Nerd says, I'm disappointed in Rob. He's on my friends list on FB. As much knowledge as he has, he should be on our side of history. He's turning into another E-Man, in my opinion. Ooh, that's not shots fired. That's a motherfucking.
And I can't even say that. And the reason,
goodness gracious,
I don't put E-Man on Rob's level. E-Man, and it's no slight. I can tell based on how he talks, he really don't know the character like that. And I'm not saying he should. He got work to do. He got to watch more stuff than read most stuff. So he don't have comic book anywhere in his stuff. E-Man's reviews. That's what that's saying. You feel what I'm saying? But the dude that's supposed to be explaining comics, literally explaining comics. How is it you when this particular issue, you don't want to explain stuff. You just want to say, well, you heard what I said. I don't care if you like it or not. No, that ain't the energy you take with nobody else. You like to break stuff down. Why you don't want to break it down over here?
Hey, yeah, you like to break stuff down.
Yeah, you do. like I said, that's the whole thing. I'm right there with Diabolical. I'm sitting there and I think as brothers and sisters, we need to be more discerning about who we give our energy to, because everybody we give our energy to don't give two damns about us. I'm giving Rob my energy. So I know what he's capable of. I know what he knows. You see what I'm saying? So there's got to be consistent. You pick this one time to be inconsistent, and then you have no explanation for it. And then, like I told you before we came on the show, you going above and beyond and duck and dodge me. He's shooting at folks that he pew-pewing at folks that ain't aiming at him. But the dude who been firing down range at him, he what? No, because he know he effing up. He know he lying. He know he full of it. No, bro, be consistent. Be consistent, bro.
Maybe he's trying to protect his bottom line or whatever. I ain't giving the benefit of doubt or nothing, but I mean, I can see where like something you think is noble comes from a really effed up place.
Watch this. If you remember what we said about Terry Bollea, we were raised. If you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing. Rob ain't dumb. If you ain't got nothing to say, because nobody asked you about T'Challa. This ain't your fight. Shut up. Shut up. You ain't got nothing to do with Black Panther 3. You explain comics, not movies. You explain comics. Stay right there. Talk about Imperial. Talk about Black Panther Imperial. Talk what's crazy because he really don't talk about black comics like that, period. Talk about
Yeah, you getting dressed down, sir.
I'm just saying, talk about Ultimate Black Panther. But damn, those are comic books, by the way. But nobody needs to hear from you. You're not a representative of the black comic book community. You're not a representative of our interest right now. I would just like to ask the black comic book community to just ignore you going forward, because clearly you don't give two damns. We need to stop giving folks our time, our attention, and our money, helping them to make money when they show they don't give two damns. And he showed it.
Let's take another comment. Kamayo King says, it is a lineage. Batman is a mantle. Captain America is a mantle. Black Panther is carried through generations through the blood and the blessing of Bast. That is canon. You are 100% correct, president of the Black Panther fan group. It is canon, but the blessing of Baz and the mantle is not the focal point of the comic book, The Black Panther.
They know that. Black Panther's T'Challa is Black Panther. That part. Sit up here and act like that.
That part.
We not. And if we gonna be honest, they tried to make it Eric. Nobody gave a damn. They tried to make it Casper. Nobody gave a damn. They tried to make it Shooty. Nobody gave a damn. That's what that is. If those characters were productive when they put on the damn mantle, because they did this with Moon Knight. Moon Knight got deleted. They brought in another Moon Knight to see what was going to happen. Nobody gave a damn. They deleted Frank Castle, brought in a whole nother Frank Castle to see if people would go. Nobody gave a damn. They've tried this. Right now, they're trying this right now with Steve Rogers and this dude named David Holton. Okay. David Holton is in that book as Captain America. So is Steve. So is Steve. That book ain't finished. We can like the new character all we want. It's a reason why the new characters very seldom replace the established characters. Very seldom.
And they think we just gonna be quiet and lay down and just be like, oh, okay, good. You can replace them.
I'll look at Rob just like this. Sit your fat ass down until I get what the Flash family got, the Superman family got, the Batman family got, a whole bunch of damn Black Panthers and griots running around. Until I get a whole bunch of Black Panthers and griots running around at the same time, sit your fat ass bifocal ass down somewhere. Ain't nobody trying to hear from you.
So, damn it. So, like what I was saying in the video I did earlier this week, man, is all of those characters got one thing in common. They all had constant, continuous exposure over multiple forms of media. You was looking at Batman, Superman, and Spider-Man in cartoons in the 60s, in the 70s, in the 80s, in the 90s, in the 2000s, and all that time they still had comic books going monthly. Some of them 2, 3, 4, 5 titles a month on just that one character. Yes, you get status like Superman when you're exposed that much. Yes, you get status like Batman when you're exposed that much. But for some reason, we don't want to expose the character.
Which is crazy because that dude is literally the only hero in his country. Like this, just stop for a second. That's why I said there's no reason why, bro. Stop. We need to start lying. That dude, you got 40 million, 50 heroes in New York. In the Marvel universe. They all in New York. You got this one dude, and that's America. New York is a city in America, like a state in America. Like we got, I don't know how many heroes in America. You got damn near just one superhero in Africa. And he can't get, now he ain't just in Africa. This dude is in damn space too. There's too many stories out there to be told. You don't want to tell it, but you know what? No, I don't want to tell it. I know why. See this.
Hey, Theo, check it out. Now tell him, said, ever played a game around your girl, and the minute you get frustrated from dying, she say, it's just a game. I know everyone been there. It's like, hell no, this is real life for me right now.
That's it.
Real shit.
Man.
He said they all sound like they fell off the same. These Diesel, what up, by the way? They all, when it's the same thing when I'm talking to maggots. They all got them same exact talking points. They got the same way that they deflect and deny. And it's like, do you must got a playbook? Because you over here in this city and this person's over here in this city and y'all saying the same exact thing. How, Sway? How?
He said Rob said he would have made Riri. You know what Rob need to be concerned about? Rob need to be concerned about why Namor kept popping up out the water with his back to the camera.
Let's not forget, you still have to prove you're worthy to bass and go on your walkabout journey before you even think about being Black Panther or King.
Hold on. Rob know that though. Like Rob know that, and Fat Boy know that. Both of them fat, but no, that Fat Boy know that. They both know that. So all of them know that because they like, go to it once again. You can't act stupid. You can't play dumb. If you called me on your show and we talked about that 4-issue series because you know some stuff the typical person doesn't know. So when I know you know some stuff the typical person doesn't know, the general audience don't know, and you say something contrary, I know you full of shit. I don't have no respect for you. None. You full of shit. Well, when I see knowledgeable, and see, here's the thing they need to understand. The reason why I'm so hard on them is because I know they're knowledgeable. The ignorant person ain't gonna get this flat. You got to be knowledgeable and then lie for me to say stuff like this about you. When I know you know better and you deliberately go against the grain, I have every right to ask myself why, because you can't say you don't know. You know those appearances, right? They know those stories just like you and I do, right? And let them tell it they know them better than we do. Okay, well, damn it, you know those stories are only relevant just to push the main character, T'Challa, forward. It's not to make something else relevant. For something else to be relevant, there must be a plethora of stories, definitely more than one, that make it relevant. And we don't have any stories that make that relevant. It's all just a plot point to push the main character forward. As a English, maybe it's me being an English major, but I should not have to be telling so-called educated comic book fans what's really going on. I shouldn't have to be doing that.
Now, Diesel just said something that kind of chilled me to the core when I thought about it.
God damn, D, what you say?
Diesel said they treat T'Challa like he's Marvel. They want him permanently replaced.
Damn, don't let Mr. Smith hear that.
I mean, he's not wrong though. I mean, the way they moving, that's exactly what it seemed like. They, at least from a cinematic standpoint, from a media standpoint, we don't want him to have that much visibility, because if he gets that much visibility, then he becomes that much more important.
Can I say it one more time? That's what makes it twice as egregious to me. Derek said that. Now, you and I aren't the only people that have mentioned Derek Bozeman in our videos. So if you mentioned Derek Bozeman in your videos and you referenced that Urban Faith video, then you know damn good and well why T'Challa is being written like that, which makes it even more disgusting when you say it's always been about the mantle. No, you lying. And as a black man, I want to know why another black man who's supposed to know better, who's supposed to be why are you acting stupid? If you're gonna be rah black. Don't be rah because you're trying to protect your brand. Nobody gives two damns about your brand. That's part of the problem right now. We got our priorities as a people.
These he said T'Challa explained versus comics explained. That would probably be a slaughter. Yeah, you ain't finna tell me nothing about T'Challa.
Bro, he will not accept that because he couldn't. Because at the end of the day, it's not like what we're saying is wrong. Well, you know, there ain't no well, nothing. Where the story at, Rob? What the story's at? Well, it's always been. Oh, no, damn all that. You got the mantle in 1966, just so you know how T'Challa got that story, got the damn title of Black Panther. That's all you got. You ain't seen T'Challa fight for that damn mantle since then. So stop lying. You ain't seen but one damn challenge day, and that was doing Reginald Hutler's run. You ain't seen no damn challenge day since then. So stop talking like that. Like I said, we got more stories drawing reference to the Batcave and the Fortress of Solitude than we got to the challenge day and a Black Panther mantle.
Hey, I bet there's more crypto stories out there.
Listen,
then there is stories about challenge day.
Listen, we got a whole story where during Hush, where it's revealed the Joker followed Batman to the Batcave. We got more than that. We ain't got shit. What they keep telling us about the Batcave? Oh, it's where Batman go do this. Oh, you got the big dinosaur in the Batcave. You got the big old coin hanging from the damn ceiling and every damn thing like that. We don't get no references like that in regards to the mantle. Which is crazy, because help me out, Daryl. Isn't Rob taking his lead from Nate Moore and Kevin Feige? Because that's who said it first. It was Nate Moore. It's just a mantle. He said that on Ringerverse. It's a mantle. Rob wasn't talking like that before Nate Moore said that, which makes him even more of a hypocrite, which makes them black dudes even more of a hypocrite. They weren't even talking like that prior to them.
Why ain't Batman a mantle?
Because James Gunn ain't gonna never say no dumb shit like that, and neither is any other executive from DC.
I'm saying, it's just, bruh. My thing is, you've been making Superman stories for almost 100 years. You've been making Batman stories for almost 90 years. I think 90 years. Superman been around 80, 90 years, 85, I know for sure. Now, you telling me in all that time, ain't nobody said we tired of Bruce Wayne. Some people said it and said, okay, let's get rid of Bruce Wayne. Let's end Bruce Wayne. And it was done a couple of times. Didn't last. Didn't take. Because nobody wants to see Don't nobody want to see. I mean, I love Dick Grayson. Okay, Dick Grayson, he's that dude as far as anybody in the Batman family, in my opinion. John Paul Valley, word, you know what I'm saying? Didn't none of them stay Batman, did they? That's what's going to happen with any character you try to replace like that, unless there is a direct and deliberate agenda saying we keeping this character in that mantle. And we've seen that happen. Hey, Carol Danvers. Anyway, go ahead, man.
I think me and you both got Justice League comic books where Dick Grayson is Batman in the Justice League.
Yeah, I do.
I don't think we got one comic book with somebody else being a Black Panther in the Avengers or in the Fantastic Four.
Well, Killmonger tried.
He tried, right? Tried. You ain't even getting past the front door, my guy. Turn back around. Turn back around. Right. Thank you. Thank you. We actually got Dick in the Justice League as Batman. Hell, we got Batman and Robin with Dick as Batman. Stop the cap.
So, you know what I'm saying? But we don't call it a mantle, do we?
That dude,
yeah, you can say some fancy dynamic shit like the mantle of the bat, but we don't say, oh, it's just the mantle. Yeah, that
ain't Commissioner Gordon been Batman?
Yes.
Okay.
It's a damn anybody. Hell, Alfred's been Batman.
John Jones, Superman.
If we gonna get petty like that, you know what I'm saying?
Like, I don't want
mantle. Well, if it's not a mantle, why the hell is everybody wearing his damn uniform?
Wait, hold on.
They wearing Batman's uniform like it's a job. He should be a Green Lantern.
James Gunn, just a shout out to Kamoyo King. James Gunn just announced today that, well, you know, he's in charge of the whole Superman family. And I find that funny because I'm like, and they got the cover on there. Me and you know this cover. It's got him, Jonathan, Lois, Kara, Power Girl, his other son. They all flying forward and everything like that. Crypto, the damn dog. And ain't nobody saying nothing. It's a whole damn family. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, you know, that could easily be T'Challa, Aurora, Azari, hell, Hunter. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, we can have a whole damn black. Oh, no, I guess not. Like, there's no reason if we're sitting here saying it. If we, to your point, because you mentioned it earlier, you said when you were going forward, if we can get Batman Beyond in the future, and they can tie it together where that Batman Beyond has Bruce's DNA. This ain't no black dude, just because Bruce couldn't get an erection. I guess they weren't swimming no more. You know, Bruce couldn't get it. I don't know. No, the dude got Bruce's DNA and every damn thing like that. So he low key is Bruce's son. Stop. So Terry Sloan. Why do I know? We know more about Terry Sloan than Azari. Why? Because they keep Terry Sloan front and center. Terry Sloan Terry Sloan went from being a damn animated character to being in the damn comics and being taken seriously.
Terry Sloan's Mr. Terrific. Terry McGinnis.
Thank you. You know, thank you. Yeah, I'm getting older. Terry McGinnis, like, damn, do you not know right now that they're running a story? It's called what is it? Heroes. What was the thing on CW? Heroes of Tomorrow?
Legends of Tomorrow.
They just started. It's canon. Legends of Tomorrow. They got the damn ship from that damn show. Terry McGinnis he's a legend of tomorrow. I'm sitting up here saying to myself, do we not know how we shortchanging ourselves as people? We literally could get the same damn thing, but no, we want to sit the world to come. Why the world to come didn't have T'Challa's offspring? We got Batman Beyond sitting out there. Christopher Prieston wrote Batman. Christopher Prieston sat up there and compared T'Challa to Batman. Well, damn it, why you didn't do for T'Challa what they did for the Batman? And every comic book fan, historian, explain, lore, blurred, knows it. So what we saying? Stop the cap. I ain't here for that. I ain't here for that. It's Batman Beyond. So it ain't no problem to have the Batman Beyond and the Batman of today fighting side by side. So I can get Terry McGinnis and Bruce, is what you're saying. It's possible. Shit, I had no idea.
in a couple different forms of media too, if you like.
I would have thought that wasn't possible the way we talk about T'Challa, but shout out to Derek Bozeman. He said it best. I just didn't know how many of us would go along with it. I think that's the most shocking thing to me. I had no idea how many of us would go along with it. When he said they're more comfortable, I didn't know there were those of us that were just as comfortable with seeing ourselves more so as the victim than being the king. I had no idea. So that's what it is. We've gotten brainwashed when we think about it. Power is getting ready to put out a new sequel, if I'm not mistaken. Tommy and Ghost Son. So we can get that imagery all day, every day, twice on Sunday. But you got to wait 3 years for Black Panther, which would be 5. You got to wait 5 years for another Black Panther sequel. Hey, trust in Kevin.
So never mind. I don't even want to know because I don't even care. It ain't worth the energy it's gonna take to fucking get all bent out of shape about it. So.
Bro, it'd be funny, bro. That's why I said I'm glad we got it at the house. I ain't got to wait on nothing.
Now, if we want to talk about good writing, some writing we should be getting behind and supporting, me say support this. Now, I know I done talked a lot about the antagonist this week, but you know how you read a book one time and it's like, okay, you got that cursory read, and it's like, okay, I'm feeling what's being said. And then that second time you read a comic book and it's like, I didn't see that before, or I didn't see it that way before when I looked at it the second time. And then the third time you read it, it all just come together.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Can I come across it the way I come across it?
Yeah, you can come across it the way you come across it.
Oh, well, say less then, big dog. Say less. Say less. Look, you sold me last night.
Okay, but
no. So your comic book review, because I lean more so into your passion. When I can tell when you're passionate, and you're very passionate about Battle Beast, and you're very passionate about the antagonist. And my thing is that, okay, so if my brother's passionate about it, let me go check it out. Kind of like how me and Flash by Night be doing with each other. You can just tell when somebody's like, no, man, you need to go check this out. So when you say stuff like that, like, let me go read it. Let me go read it. Let me throw some light on it too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you sold me, bro. You sold me. I was just curious as to could I come across it the way I come across it so I can get the photos that I need to have.
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all hear? Y'all hear?
But at the same time, my focus was on the writing. Because the visuals is the first thing that's gonna catch you. When you're reading it, there's like, to me, there's some times when Tyler Martin, shouts out to Tyler Martin, the writer of Antagonist. There's some times when Tyler is saying things with a picture. Like, for instance, I forget which issue it is, but Liberty Lady in the Americans and Ultima don't like each other. It hasn't been revealed why Ultima and Liberty Lady don't like each other. But soon as Ultima saw Liberty Lady, she just flies over to her and punches her in the face and like, bitch, and it's like, what created that kind of animosity, you know, I think it would be a great idea, and if you're listening, Tyler, I think it would be a great idea if there's some kind of history with Liberty
Well, I gotta
Base.
believe I gotta believe that's gonna be explored at some point. I gotta believe that's gonna be
Well,
explored
there's
at
a
some point.
lot of things that they're gonna have to explore because issue 7, where you saw the review, that's the last thing I saw of Antagonist. That's the last thing that was out there. So if and this trade paperback that I'm showing a picture of, but that's issues 1 through 7. So I mean, he got to give me some more antagonists, dog. You can't just cut it off like that.
You know what? You touched on this. We've actually touched on this when people say indie comics is the way to go. And you brought home a very good point. Like, you get into the story, it's a great story, and we're done. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, where we go from here? Because if the story doesn't have a climactic ending, you know what I'm saying, it's leaving folks wanting more. It's leaving folks, which is the sign of a great writer. Now, you're supposed to leave folks wanting more, but wanting more, you got to get that out there. That goes a long way to establishing those characters over an extended period of time, right? Leading to their credibility, which leads to their marketability, you know, which leads to folks being aware of who they are. So it's not as easy as just getting into indie comics. And for those, let this be tonight where we don't even ask, and we haven't done it on this show for quite some time. I don't think you've had to field the question in quite some time, but we do review indie comics. We do, but this is one of the problems that play indie comics, and I don't see it getting any easier with Diamond going under. I don't see that getting any easier. I don't see that getting any easier with tariffs going into effect, to be perfectly honest with you. So
that's a huge void. A lot of it, like you said, is government induced, but then a lot of it is because the major distributor is going under. So
yeah. So I mean, it's one of them things. I
voids
mean,
are made,
but
voids
you
made
sold,
to be filled.
yeah, you sold me on it though. Like I said, you sold me on it.
So hopefully y'all will
You
be
sold
sold
me
on
on
it too, because the antagonist is dope. It's dope. Oh my goodness, we got some Panther talk. LJ Panther said T'Challa is a threat to every superhero in the universe. Marvel is afraid that T'Challa will replace Captain America, Iron Man, and all of the other ones as the number one hero in the world.
You know what? Stay right there. Stay right there. So, which is a great segue. We were talking about POC, the difference between how James Gunn is treating his POCs and how Marvel treats their POCs. James ain't afraid. Like, he don't care. Like, even with Mr. Terrific, they were very, very, and I'm talking about in the CW universe, they made sure we knew that was Curtis. That wasn't Michael. So if you wanted to get mad, you could be like, okay, well, that ain't Michael. That ain't Mike. Because we'd have seen Mike like that. We ain't no telling how that would have went. It's like, okay, that's Curtis. All right.
Mike with a ponytail, yeah, I have that problem with it. Or cornrows.
Could be a cousin. Curtis could be a cousin. Yeah. Curtis could be a cousin later on down the road. Not saying that, but James wasn't afraid to let Edie Gathegi shine. He wasn't afraid to let the character Mr. Terrific shine. And if I go back, I'm just thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. If I go back to Idris Elba's performance, what was the name of the character? Wasn't Bloodsport. I always get it confused. Bloodsport. Okay. That character wasn't just there. Even when you look at a phenomenal actress and everything like that was in G20, Viola Davis. He allowed those characters to shine. If we look at Nick Fury, and this is something that I'm looking at, I've said it before, when I sit back and really look, I'm like, damn, that's kind of off. You didn't see Gabe do anything in Captain America, the first event. He was just a side character. When you look at James Rhodes, his portrayal as War Machine in the MCU, by and large, just a side character. Like, he showed up in the beginning of the Age of Ultron, and not even in the beginning. He showed up at the little house party. And then you didn't see him again until at the end. Nick Fury pops in for them, hey, y'all need to squash the beef, and then he pop up again with a reserve helicarrier, just out of nowhere, because they supposed to be done after Captain America, Winter Soldier. You look at Winter Soldier. Okay, Sam, he catches somebody that was flying, that was Natasha had kicked off the side of the building. Other than that, he put a little disc in there and everything like that. Steve did the other two, because Sam couldn't do but one, even though Sam was the one flying, because Bucky dropped it. Then you look at, okay, Captain America Civil War. Okay, well, we don't really see T'Challa really whoop nobody's ass. He give Bucky a couple of foots and feet to the face, and then he run after her, and then he get to the airport, and he get to a little squabble with Clint and try and get with Natasha, and she stunned him a few times, and then next thing you know, the living are not done with you yet. That's really it. In his movie, you see him what? You see him go somewhere, see Nakia, he freeze, should he throw him the middle finger? He fight M'Baku after getting his ass whooped by M'Baku. Then you see him go to a gambling place and everything like that. Look good in his regular clothes. You don't really see him do nothing to Claw. Look like he about to. He really don't. Eric whoop his ass and everything, throw his ass off the side of the damn thing. He don't make the game-saving play in his own stuff as Eric Ross, which if we look at Nick Fury in his own series on the MC in Disney Plus, he didn't make the game-saving play in Secret Wars or Secret Invasion. It was somebody else. That was his stuff, and somebody else showed up and showed out in Captain America 4. You ain't never see Sam whoop no ass like Steve. Steve whoop ass. Steve him in every damn Captain America movie. No, Sam got a reason with somebody, which is crazy. Because even in Sam's own stuff, Falcon and the White Wolf, that's what I call it, Falcon and the White Wolf, he ain't really whooped nobody ass. You got to sit there and rationalize and reason with people. Meanwhile, I'm goddamn Mr. Terrific. Get your ass out the damn way. You see Mr. Terrific go toe-to-toe with Lex Luthor. Clark out there fighting. Cal out there fighting. It's Michael that's got to figure this problem out. And Michael figures it out. That's why folks was upset. They didn't like that whole Clark thing. And Michael, James don't care. If we look at this Green Lantern show that's getting ready to come out, did you hear what they just said? They said based on the production of this damn show, this show should be considered for quite a few Emmys.
How you know that before you even shown one episode though?
And Aaron Pierre is the point of focus. Like he came out and said it. Aaron Pierre is the point of focus. I think Kamoyo sent me something today, or either I saw it on YouTube, because of and this is the thing that I don't understand what Marvel isn't looking at. Because of his reception in James Gunn's Superman, they're now looking at eyeing a series dedicated to Mr. Terrific. And yes, they did mention Jimmy Olsen. That's Marvel, regardless of how we feel, regardless of what we want to say. Marvel has never done right, whether we're talking Fox Studios or the MCU. Marvel has never put the respect on the POC characters like James Gunn in the short time he's been with Warner Brothers DC is putting on their characters. Even Hawk Girl, as like I said, you can't say she's just there. Might not like what she did, but she showed you. She don't mind deleting a person. So it's just weird. It's the contrast in how, and Marvel could easily do with T'Challa what James did with Michael Holt. That's the point of it. They could easily do it. But you fear what? Money?
Well, they do have an annoying habit of losing it.
Money, man, come
every
on,
time,
man.
every time they make a movie, they ain't making max dollar. So
Stay
that's
right
not
there.
that's not.
That's a nice segue. Stay right there. Stay right there. The movies.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
The general audience is still going. The general audience is still going.
Yes, of course they are.
But it's the MCU stands that want to say it's the comic book fan that's going. We're not going. Like, I don't,
Yeah, who told you that lie?
oh, everything always. Like, they
See,
say
you
we the
know,
diehard fans now. Wait a
and
minute. You know what's funny about that?
what?
Let somebody tell it. E-Man, which I take that to be true. They don't make movies for the comic book fans. They make them for the general audience. If we look at what Marvel said, we don't hire you. If you're a comic book fan, that's a red flag. So they're making the general audience is still going. So y'all stop lying to folks. It's us. 64 First Steps was not for the comic book fan. James Gunn Superman was. It's big difference.
Facts, big facts.
That dude had the Hall of Justice. Well, damn, who all knew about the Hall of Justice except those of us that grew up with the Super Friends?
Hmm.
Then he got the mural in there and everything like that. If you're a comic book fan, you watching James Gunn's Superman and you geeking out. You having a listen. You ready? It's Friday night, right? You didn't walk into James Gunn's Superman. He didn't showed you the Hall of Justice, and you looking at the mural on the wall, and you done had a comic book orgasm right there in the movie theater. Oh,
I'm gonna check that out again. I still haven't got back out to see Superman.
bro,
I'm gonna check it
it's
out.
one of them things where you sit back and you fall in love with James Gunn as a comic book. Like, oh, you did that for me? Oh, you ain't have to. You had me a hello.
Yeah. Let me get some of these comments. MCU movies are being done without a complete script, and it shows. Yikes. LJ Panther said again, the griot is on a roll. Marvel goes out of their way to keep black characters dormant. Gunn has given us the opportunity to embrace our guys. It's up to us. Now we gotta show up. You know what I mean? Or however show up, whatever form show up takes. We gotta show up and show, hey, we here for it. We like it. We need more of this right here. Yes,
Like,
please.
and that's on the real. Like, if we like what we got with James Gunn, Superman, and I don't see why we didn't. Let's think about something here, and I just want us to think about it because I mean, like, there's some things that Hasbro could have given us that they just haven't done. And when we look at James Gunn's Superman, okay, well, it was in the 3.5, 3.75 inch version, but they did give you a Mr. Terrific action figure, and they gave you the damn T-Sphere that he was in. That's a side character. Like, that's a lot of respect being put on that side character. Like, and then he said up here, okay, well, I'm gonna give you that. And then Todd McFarlane, who is losing the DC license. Hold on. Let me make sure y'all got that one too. And that dude then gave us 4 versions of the damn action figure. Bruh, I'm sitting up here just anticipating Halloween. I'm just waiting on Halloween. Now, I'm waiting on Halloween to see how if they're going to do a Mr. Terrific costume.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
that's gonna tell me everything I need to know. I'm just sitting back waiting. So to me, man, even if we go back to X-Men, the second movie, I'm gonna say the first movie, when Halle Berry, they couldn't even write a decent lines for her as a character. You know what happens to a frog when it gets struck by lightning? The same thing that happens to everything else. That's what you get. That's what you wrote for this Academy Award winning actress.
Hey, man. That's Bryan Singer, right?
I'm mad at that dude for quite a few things. The portrayal of Aurora, I'm pissed. The portrayal of Scott, I want to whoop his ass.
But you like this Superman.
It was okay. I'm not. It was because to me, and this is, I think, when me and you I go back. I'm a comic book fan. Okay, it was all right, but you know, if the Superman fan asks, why is James Morrison over here? I asked the same damn question. See, that's how me and Daryl keep it consistent. We ain't finna sit up here and act like that. Like, when Lois get another dude?
And she had a son whose powers come and go.
That's all I did. I'm like, so I'm linking up, being empathetic with the Superman fan. Like, this ain't canon. But that's the other thing. James Gunn has not tried to supplant the comics as the source material. He's leaning on the comics for source material. That's the other difference. He ain't being arrogant with it or nothing like that. I put that on Twitter today. Buddy came out and said it's the 616. Prior to then, it was the 1999. That 616 statement, it rubbed me the wrong way. And then when you look at what you have to type,
a lot of people, myself included.
Yeah, when you look at what you have to type to get knowledge on a character, when you type 616, that's when you go straight to the comics. If you just type the character's name, it gives you straight to the end. There was a time you could type that character's name in, blanket, and it would give you the 616. Now you have to manually type it in. That's one of those ways where I'm like, this is a dude literally in our face trying to rewrite comic book history. You arrogant as a cuss to come out and say, oh, this is the 616. I felt that synergy during the first season of What If. When he tried to, oh, they coming over here, I was like, nah, keep that separate. And there was a Marvel executive in the comic book side of the house that said, we're going to keep the comics separate from the MCU. You lied. Either that or you don't work there anymore. Nobody wants the MCU in their comics. You tried that with Avengers Assemble. Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes is still the better version out of two.
Look here in the comments, Mr. Terrific costume already out there, adult and child sizes.
Yeah, it is. I saw the adult one. Bro, I saw it. I said, ooh. You know what I said to myself? Damn, Theo, what? You can't get it. I said, why not? You got locks.
You'd be Curtis Holt.
No, I wouldn't. No, the hell I wouldn't. Hey, in no shape, form, or fashion. We're not saying that. You know what? If for no other reason, that's why I can't put that damn costume on. That's why, because I don't want to open myself up to that. I don't have no problem with Curtis and everything like that. I just don't want people to think that I'm diving full-blown Curtis. No,
Hey, CW, Mr. Terrific. Like, nah.
Nah. I don't know. You know what? They got the I could actually go play dress up as myself because I got the shield, right?
Right.
Well, they got the stealth costume for adults. So I already got my action figure, right? So I could easily dress up as myself. Or watch this. Let me just go dress up as a Zooty from 1943. Yeah. That would be wild, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be wild?
Still ain't got my chip.
Me put that damn costume on and they be like, he look like that dude that's gonna be on the video game. No, that dude on the damn video game look like me. Get that damn thing right.
See, I'm gonna need y'all to run me my chips with dip. You delinquent.
Oh man. What else we got going on, big dog? What else we got going on?
I was concerned about. Oh, Dave sent me the volume issue 1 of Space Ghost Volume 2 and Captain Planet number 3. So I got to get caught up because I've only done one video on Captain Planet and I got 2 or 3 and I haven't. You know, I ain't gotta tell you. See, you say, "Oh, I'm gonna do a video on that. I'm gonna do a video on that," and then it get put on the back burner for some reason or other. But Captain Planet, Space Ghost, be looking for that.
Let me send a big shout out to Mr. Pepos and everything like that. Thank you so much for getting it out there to my brother and everything like that. My brother is doing his due diligence to get it out to the masses and everything like that. It's up to the masses to respond. We see the videos and everything like that that's going on over. Brother dropped them videos. And if you ain't checked out Space Ghost, let me just go ahead and say this right now. If you ain't checked out Space Ghost, bought the comic books, bought the trade paperback, at the very least, go back and check out my brother. This ain't your mom and daddy Space Ghost.
It ain't. I mean, there's some things going on in this Space Ghost, but at the same time, though, it captures the essence.
It does
of the original, but it's got like a harder edge.
And let me say it, because the writing. He's a student of the game, pun intended. The modernized take, his modernized take on Space Ghost, he still paid hella respect to the source material, which would be the cartoons. Just a modern take on it, and the modern take made sense, as you like to say, make it make sense. Made sense. His modern take on Speed Racer. Yeah, right. I'm gonna tell you,
it makes sense. It makes sense.
I read and I skimmed. I was like, oh, he got something. Because it's like, I can tell he watched the cartoons. Like, that'd be the thing for me. Did you watch the cartoons, or you just writing this from a distance? Oh, you watched the cartoons.
Well, I didn't think it would be possible to make the Racer family more dysfunctional than they are. I'm like, damn, he made them more dysfunctional. Oh, moms ain't even there. I'm like, oh wow, so it's just 3 dudes up in the house with cars and tools and shit. Oh, I bet that house a mess.
Bro, he like I said, man, there's something to be said for great writing. Creed, The Next Round, great writing. Prior to Buddy getting in trouble. The Anazi Boys was some great writing prior to him getting in trouble. Bitterroot is I hate it came to an end.
So they're knocking it out the park.
Bro, the way they ended it, and I got to get it out there too, is, man, the way they ended it was like, and that's the thing, though, they ended it. You see what I'm saying? They ended it.
What's the name of that town again?
Saskatchewan, Mississippi, or Arkansas, some stupid name like that. I know I ain't going there.
Ketchicoon.
I ain't going.
I was like, wait a minute, what?
I ain't.
See, that's good writing.
Yes, it is. Speaking of Arkansas.
Uh-oh.
Hey, man.
We about to talk about we talking about the Arkansas community
with a laid back hip hop Papa Pill feel to it, though. With a laid back hip hop Papa Pill feel to it.
Okay, all right. Oh, look, Mama Bear is in the house. Hey, Mama Bear, how you doing? Long time no see. You thank you for pulling up tonight.
What's going on, Mama Bear? What's going on? So, you know me, I like everybody to be great. You feel me? Right. I want you to do you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't mad. I ain't mad at all. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, you don't want to live next to somebody. You don't want to live next to somebody. You know what I'm saying? Hey. But I be like, just keep that thing a buck. Keep that thing a thou out. And what they've said, I don't know how true this is that there are some folks that work for law enforcement. So you don't want to give folks your current address?
What? Where they do that at?
You feel what I'm saying? Like when they was going around with the cameras and everything like that, some of them folks wasn't popping up on camera for a reason. Because they got state jobs, they got government jobs and everything. And I'm like, well, ho. Because you got a right to stay where you want to stay. You absolutely do. But why you don't want your face on camera? Because if the Rock With Me Nation 1,315 last time I checked, we said we're gonna set up a Rock With Me Nation community. But damn it, I'm proud. I ain't hiding my face.
Yeah, because they got to go back. They got to go back to work the next day, Theo.
Well, here's the thing.
They can't be seen spouting all that hatred and then come back to Walmart.
See, that's the whole thing. See, our community would just be we just moving so we can interact with each other faster, not because we don't want to be interacting with everybody else. That ain't what that is. And I'm like, if you want to, because I'm like this, I believe in being great. If you're gonna be great, so you should have your own school. How you getting your funds? From y'all. Because clearly this ain't got nothing to do with America. Because you're not from here, you from over there. Don't mean you can't get no land over here though. Your church, yeah, it's your church right there. You know, you don't get no funds from the United States of America. It's your church. Your school, it's your school. And based on how y'all setting up y'all community, they finna go back to the old days where you finna have 8 grades K through 12 in the same damn classroom. Hey, I don't know, but I don't know who you finna play in sports. Like that's the whole damn thing. And who gonna be? Listen, I don't know. I feel bad for these kids already. They're not gonna know how to dance. They're not gonna know how to sing. Some of them not gonna be able to do anything but rap. That's not gonna be an option to them. They're not gonna know how to play sports. And let's just go ahead and keep real. They're not gonna have any social interaction skills whatsoever. Probably gonna lack de-escalation skills. Like I feel for the children. But hey,
well,
want to be right.
Then we make a contribution while we're here. We plant a seed while we're here. I have been planting seeds in the next generation. No pun intended. For years now, as far as working with kids at the Boys and Girls Club, working with kids at the military youth camp, working with kids in the community in general. So they're not as bad as they look on the outside. They're not as cooked as we think they are. But they real close though.
I saw a video today where they said this he was a child. I got to go back. They said his child snapped on Trump, and I'm sitting up saying to myself, I think it was Whitney Houston. I believe our children are the future and everything. Like teach them well and let them lead the way. And I'm sitting up saying to myself, I feel it's to the point where it's hilarious because I'm like, y'all don't get it. Y'all don't get it. Like here's when I say they don't get it. I know me and you love us some us, Black people, right? But we love everybody. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like you can't love yourself and not love anybody else. You can absolutely love you and love hey, never mind. I'm just saying, because if we going off God, he loved his son and everybody else. I love my son and everybody. I don't know why we act like we can't do that. But it's like, I love the diversity of the country. And when I say that, like, I love me, right? But I can get a little something from everybody. I think here in Tallahassee, they had there's a Saturday where they have Little Italy, right?
Okay.
And you get to go to the little suburbs area, whatever, and experience Little Italy. Beautiful. go to Six Flags, if I'm not mistaken, or Busch Gardens, and they had this little place where you can go in and eat German food. And my wife, previous wife, laughed at me one time because I sat down and made myself a plate of potatoes, sauerkraut, and sausage. She said, "You finna eat that?" I said, "Yeah." The only thing I was missing was the beer. But we sit up here, and I mean, like, whether it's real Asian food or not, it's called Asian food, and we enjoy it. It's like, no, man, shit, some fried rice. There are things that we enjoy from one another. Those that don't appreciate that, I just feel sorry for them. Hey man, but stay over there when you go over there. Now that's the thing. Now stay there. You over there. You over there. Don't get mad like you historically got mad and come someplace else. Stay right there. Stay right there. And don't nobody want what you got in them. Don't look for no lies no more. No, don't nobody want none of that y'all got there. Stay right there.
I guess, like, for me, the hill that I'm willing to die on as far as all of that is accuracy in education and history. We all know, at least the people with sense know, that there is an active agenda to water down and make extinct true history. I don't know if you ever get a chance. Check out Vince McMahon's wife. As
Also,
as a secretary of education for the whole United States of America. Bruh, every time I see her on TV, every time I see her in a video, she getting cooked. She getting roasted because she does not know her job.
This gonna sound harsh. She deserves everything that her husband did to her.
DDT.
Because I mean, like, let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. You don't need education to have human decency.
Got that. But my thing about it is don't they know there are people who have this information in their heads? Don't they know there are people out there that, do you think if it's somebody out there who can recite Hamlet freaking verbatim, you don't think the stuff, the scrolls and the books and shit in Timbuktu ain't been read and memorized by somebody that all of that education and all of that knowledge ain't in somebody's head? So we just gonna say this is history and F all of them other books and them people that got that stuff in their head, because we're gonna tell everybody that that's not true. But it's been true for thousands of years. But all of a sudden, it's kind of like for me, like for years and years and years and years and years, the 4 food groups was what you was always supposed to eat, right? But then the Food and Drug Administration came out and said, nah, it ain't a pyramid no more. It's a square. And that square has some different shit in it. Okay, so what we used to eat and what we used to drink, and they said that was 100% healthy, it ain't healthy no more. So literally, I get told every other day about some shit that's not healthy anymore. So was it ever healthy in the first place?
I said I'm gonna do this with a laid back hip hop pop appeal feel to it. Didn't I say that?
Do your thing, boy. Do your thing.
Here's what I know. See, it's pride before the fall. And see, there's a lot of pride, even though the South fail. See what I'm saying? So watch this. I happen to know that they still celebrate Confederate Memorial Day in some southern states. Well, why would there be a Confederacy if we erasing the past? So who was the Confederacy fighting and why? No, you got too much pride. You still like that. So that ain't ever going nowhere. And then watch this. The articles of succession are online. And you're not going to rewrite them because you kept the minutes. I didn't keep them. No, you kept the minutes. As in, no Yankee was there. No black person was there.
Secession. No. As in to secede. Do you know what I thought? You know what I...
Wait, hold on. Because you don't even get halfway through any of them articles before they tell you why these southern states were seceding from the Union. It's us. It's us. And you're very, very arrogant about it. Like, hell no, we finna whoop their ass. They ain't finna take our damn slaves. So you're gonna only rewrite a certain part of history. That's gonna always sit there because they're proud of that. They're proud of the fact that they own slaves. They're not gonna rewrite that.
Okay, so no, they're not gonna rewrite it, but they already have, and it's already in textbooks in Texas, begun to revise it as. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
A work program.
A what now?
A work program. We came over here via a work program to help build America.
You ready? That sounds good. You ready? And see, this is where the stupidity comes from. That textbook don't line up with the articles of succession for the Confederate States. So even with that, you're going to teach your child to be stupid. Your child going to get to college. You can do all that you want to in them schools K through 12. Your child is going to get to college just for some college teacher. Because just because you're doing that in Texas don't mean the college teacher in Colorado is going to teach that dumb shit. They're going to show your child. Yeah,
but you got the orange dictator back in the play.
Huh?
You got the orange dictator back in the play, though. He's saying, yeah, do that. So, and the danger of that is if I keep repeating a lie enough, people are going to believe that lie is the truth. And I can tell you right now, if you go in some textbooks, you done been in a college, you done been in a university, and you know it's some things that we have been told as Americans, as African Americans, as human beings, that is flat out effing lie.
And that's what I'm saying. The best way I can say it is like this. And that's why I said it's going to be the damnedest thing when these kids get to college. Because what they experience in a sheltered community, which is what Texas is becoming by trying to rewrite history, you're literally sheltering these kids. They're going to be confused as fuck when they get out because they're going to leave Texas. And it don't matter, because I've seen folks be in the White House. The thing is, history don't change. The institutions, the states don't follow everybody's guidelines. If your child ain't going to school in Texas, right? And the Texas college books ain't changed. And remember what I said, the articles of succession are online. Well, Texas don't own articles of succession. You literally got to rewrite that. I've seen kids come to school. When I was going to school over there at Florida State, our teacher had us watch Rosewood.
Okay.
It was a, come after hours. Like your class project, you got to come back to class this particular point in time, and we're going to sit down and watch a movie. It was the damnedest thing. Now, I've always been overage, the older classmate. So I was an older junior in this particular instance. So me being who I am, I've watched the Roots. You feel what I'm saying? I've seen all that stuff. So, and read it, been educated on it. So I'm not necessarily the one to be emotionally moved. So I'm watching Rosewood. And mind you, the teacher that was teaching us a class, African American history class, by the way, older white lady, white hair, glasses. And she wasn't the first white instructor that I had taking an African class. I had another dude, white, looked like a cowboy. He undressed a white boy who got beside himself when it came to history. And so she turned the lights on. I looked over the room, scanned the room. You saw a mixture of sadness, frustration, and anger in all the black students' faces. Black students with tears coming down their face. And the white students, shock and awe, disbelief.
Because they don't teach it.
The question got asked, is this real? And the teacher, oh yes, this is real. This actually happened. Rosewood, Florida. Look it up. They don't get taught that at home. And so when they go to a university where they're interacting with people, some of them do step out and want to learn. Some of them do step out and want to learn. They're like, I know I came from a sheltered environment. No, I want to learn more about people that I actually live with. Let me put my glasses on.
My man right here, Kamoyo King. You have the internet and parents who can teach their kids the truth. And I'm going to be honest with you. When it comes to history, Black history, African history, you need to teach that to your children. Not waiting on a college or a school or some program to come out, because why can't you? All of those books are available. I Am Not Your Negro is available. The ISIS papers are available. You know, the bluest eye is available. You can, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. All these books are available for them to read. They ain't been burned yet. And there's some books that they trying to ban. And so you should get a copy of a lot of these books before they ban them.
Well, I tell you what,
that is show the agenda.
Well, I tell you what, so you and I are in the entertainment sphere where we're at, right?
Right.
And so if I sit back and I look at it, I will say there was a shift, because you're right, that the writings are right there. You have to know how to get it. We were very, very aggressive when BET was what it was, in making sure our college students, our young adults were focused, like woke, if you will. And so we had shows that promoted it. And so we were encouraging our children to read. I can't tell you the last time I seen a reading bus come around a neighborhood, you know, where you could check out the books and everything like that. And so we were encouraging our children to do that. Focus on what's important. Teen Summit used to come on Saturdays and everything like that. Great programming and everything like that. Ed Gordon was on BET at BET Nightly News and everything. Tavis Smiley doing his thing and everything. There was a cultural shift. We shifted, I like to say, from substance to style. We shifted from substance to style. It became more about entertaining. I was telling somebody the other day, T.I. made a statement in a rap song. It ain't tricking if you got it. Yes, it is. But
did we talk about that last week?
We did. He said, watch where I go with this. Watch where I go with this.
Like a mug.
Yeah, it is. Well, and I'm not knocking him, but it used to be, for you to be great, you had to go out there and go get it. And your body of work showed that you were great. That's what that was. We didn't anoint you as the next nothing. No, we didn't say Usher was this. No, you better go out there and go get it. We didn't even do that with Chris Brown. You better go out there and go get it. And somewhere it shifted, because I'm playing sports, flag football and everything. Now, as long as you said you were great and you were able to say it louder than anybody else, more than anybody else, it was the truth. It became more about substance. It wasn't, I'm going to say, it became more about style, flash. Even when we look at the music, the substance isn't there, which is why there are some older rappers able to stay relevant, because the substance isn't there. You shouldn't be rapping in your 40s and 50s. You should be retired. But because the substance isn't there.
Go ahead. I said I disagree, but go ahead.
No, what I'm saying is not that you no longer possess the skills. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you should have got pushed out by others, younger than you who possess skills. You're still relevant because you, as an older rapper, possess substance, while too many younger rappers, all they have is style. All they have is style. And at some point in time, style no longer sells. Your audience gets older. You and I can still relate to style. Everybody can't relate to substance. That's why when T.I. said, it ain't tricking if you got it, we looking like, no, that ain't never been the game. The game ain't to spend the money now. Oh, the game is to have the money so you be. Shannon Sharp is a prime example of tricking. He had it. He spent it. What did he get? Less money.
So now, is that going to erase him from history? Or
no.
is that going to solidify him? Does it take away from what he did off the field?
Off the field or on the field?
On the field. Does what he did off the field take away? Because he's already in the Hall of Fame. That's what I'm saying. Hall of Fame. So, but here, when we talk about history, because that's where we kind of began all of this at, I throw a name out there. Pete Rose. Okay, we know he cheated. We know he cheated. It's a fact. He cheated. You know what I'm saying? But still somehow managed to remain relevant from a historical standpoint. Gee, I wonder why.
We keep talking about it.
Then as long as we keep talking about the kings of Africa, the transatlantic slave trade, the Reconstruction period, and the Jim Crow era, civil rights era, it won't go nowhere. And as long as we don't let nobody water it down or put some stuff in there that wasn't in there or take stuff out of there that belongs in there, we'll be fine. But at the same time, you gotta educate your own, because if it's more people armed with the knowledge, the proper knowledge, the farther that knowledge can be disseminated.
See, y'all, this is why I felt it was so inappropriate for Ryan Coogler to name the artificial intelligence the griot, because the griot is actually the oral historian of your family or your culture in African culture. See, that's why I felt some type of way about that. You got to be able to recite it, and we did. We don't spend enough time with our grandparents, our great grandparents. I think that was something that we did back in the day. We would actually be dropped off around them.
I would if they were still alive.
Yeah. But I think it's one of those things where
I appreciated the lesson.
Right. I was just telling my wife the other day, I said, we got to start just dropping the girls off over with the grandparents. Hey, you got to force that time there, because you force that time there, there's going to be some lessons learned, some history taught, you know what I'm saying? And you going to receive it, retain it, whether you want to or not.
Bro, my grandbaby's going to know everything about comic books. my grandchildren going to know. You ain't going to be able to fade them. You ain't going to be able to fade them, man. I'm going to pour all that knowledge into them. I'm going to empty it into them. They gonna be the ones.
And that is the thing that we need to start doing. Shout out to and I got to give it up to them, Viper Island. I follow them for my G.I. Joe action figure content. And I actually told them
I like that name, Viper.
Yeah, Viper Island. That's what that is. And the most beautiful thing about that channel is the father-son relationship. It's the most beautiful thing. I've been watching them long enough to see that young man's voice drop. Like to hear his son's voice drop there in Canada and everything like that. But that is a thing that
I gotta visit Canada.
You're right there.
And that's the crazy part. You know what I'm saying? I'm right here. I need to. Well, if I knew somebody in Canada where I could like go, then
Oh man,
I don't want to just pull up in Canada and just be stuck.
you ready? This me being petty. You do know somebody in Canada.
Her.
Hmm?
Uh,
You heard me? You know
yeah, I
somebody
heard.
in Canada?
No, we're not doing that tonight. We're not doing that tonight. No. Hey, Mama Bear's from Canada.
Okay, well, that's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, man, that is the most beautiful aspect of that show. The father and son relationship. And I told him, I said, man, I've been watching y'all for years, and I said that's the most beautiful thing that I love about your show, is the relationship between father and son. His son is a G.I. Joe fan. Like, and they didn't went through the storm together because folks tried to get their channel canceled off of YouTube. They went down for a little bit, came back, and I'm looking at the money. The father is sharing his passion of the action figures with his son. They're turning it into money. They're turning it into, financial wealth for the family. The father's gonna get paid. The son's gonna get paid. Safe to say, there's a wife, mother involved in everything like that. She's getting money. I sit there and I look at stuff like that, like, man, I wish. I wish. I wish.
Well, ultimately, and here's one that I don't think everybody thinks about. Who's gonna be taking care of you when your ass is old? And do you feel comfortable and confident about this person or people taking care of you when you can't take care of yourself? If we have done our job properly, the answer is nah. I ain't worried about that. I know my baby's gonna take care of me. But if you ain't put no kind of belief system into them, then they'll get it from somewhere, and you probably ain't gonna like where to get it from.
That's real.
And I think that's a good place to go all Carol Burnett and say, I'm so glad we had this time together. I love when different people shows up. Folks I ain't seen in a long time. Folks that I thought was somewhere else, but they really here and they hanging out and they kicking it with us. Let me say to everybody in the chat, thank you for pulling up tonight. I wasn't even sure how this show was going to go, but then I talked to Theo, and then Theo was like, okay, we're going to do this, and this. And then I was like, yeah, and we can do this, and this. And he was like, oh, shit, this show going to be off the chain. So if you liked it, I'm glad. If you didn't, then tell me why you didn't like it. I like to hear stuff like that so I can improve. I like to improve. I like to get better. I don't take constructive criticism the wrong way. But if you just in my chat being an a-hole, I'm gonna dress you down.
And if y'all like he and I doing more stuff like this, where it's just me and him chopping it up, because we can talk about stuff on our own all day, every day, twice on Sunday. But if there's a topic you would like for he and I both to tag team and everything like that, let us know in the comment section. We don't mind doing it.
That, like that. Hey, you know what was in here?
What was in that, big dog?
An old-fashioned. That's a drink.
Oh, old fashioned.
Yeah.
I had to think. I didn't know you said it's old fashioned. Is that kind of like private stock?
It is actually Kentucky bourbon.
Oh, okay. No, that ain't private stock at all.
and I don't usually mess with bourbon, but it was a nice. It was nice. It went good. It went good with the spinach.
Have you ever had moonshine before?
Many times.
You know what? It's something wrong with them people. Something wrong with them.
Well,
something wrong with them.
They're criminals. They're criminals. They're criminals who have been romanticized in film and books.
Dude say, hey man, you ever had some moonshine before? We about to go into a club and everything like that. You ever had some moonshine before? I said, no. Man, I got some moonshine in the car.
Wait, hold up. Wait, hold up. Mama Bear, why is an old-fashioned fitting? Are you trying to say? Or is an old-fashioned a really classy drink?
Wait, an old-fashioned fitting, it's a mix. Wait.
Yeah,
okay,
now I think she was answering what you were asking.
Okay, yeah. I'm at the yeah. I'm at to try that. But no,
she said it's classy. She said it's classy like me.
Now, I'm a classic man, so I'm gonna have to make it do what it's gonna do. I'm a classic man. If they folks that drink moonshine, there's something wrong with them. Cause I drunk that, and I don't know how. That's fire. Like I see now why folks, stick a cloth in it, light it, and throw it at somebody. Yeah, that's what that is. That ain't number gasoline. That ain't number gasoline. That ain't number
we got here because of the old fashioned. I'm like, what the hell are we talking about moonshine for? Look here. Theo got some projects he working on this weekend. I told y'all do y'all want me to do like a start to finish video with one of my customers? Because I was thinking about, matter of fact, you know what? I got my Battle Beast armor and my Battle Beast head sculpt coming. And I am going to use an Age of Apocalypse Sabertooth for the body. That gonna work? So when I get all of that stuff, that'll probably be like my first, like start to finish, how you see him. Oh, I painted this and then I got tired of it and I repainted it. And I'm gonna do one of them. So I'm gonna let you see it like what it's like before I do it, all the pieces and parts that I got, and then wham, do the wham bam and put it together like that.
Speaking of which, for those, if you already started working on customizing your Isaiah and Josiah Bradley, one of the things that they mentioned today was that when they talk about that World of Magic, Captain America, they said that might be Isaiah. Because they said it would be something new, something different that would still keep it, because it's a lot of Steve Rogers out there. And that's, you talk about.
Have you seen, is there a pic of it?
Well, they just showed the pic from the comic book.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they just showed the pic from the comic book, but I don't know. Like I said, I would have to see it, because I know I'm looking at that Captain America from the when he was working for Hydra. I like that as my Isaiah Bradley. Like, I think that look, and you just get a nice head.
Because I got a body. I've got a body for that, and I've got the whole. I got them on the cheap. I got a body for one, and then I got the whole figure with the shield in the box. But what I was thinking about was, and just amalgam. Just keep that on your mind. Don't say nothing. Just amalgam. Action figures, amalgam. Now it's been done, but it ain't been done by the Rock With Me Nation. So we're just going to put that on your radar. And I think that is a extremely fitting place to say au revoir to the Rock With Me Nation. Look here, y'all. This has been Friday Vibin. This is one of my favorite days of the week. I enjoy pulling up with y'all. I enjoy hanging out with my dog. I enjoy talking about what we talk about. Now, check us out on our respective channels this weekend. Me here and Theo. Oh, I'm just saying. We always got something. We coming. We coming with the smoke. We always got something for you. So pull up to the channel. Make sure your notifications are on. So when we got new stuff, y'all get it. We love and appreciate the Rock With Me Nation. We rock with who rock with us. So as long as y'all keep rocking with us, we gonna keep rocking with y'all. That is it for now. But fret not, we will be coming at you with another one of them other ones. And until then, y'all be good. Be good to each other.